what's up, people? So I want to tell a little short story. In my way early 20s, it's some bullshit. So I was dating this man that was like way older than me. He was like 37. I'm 20. And I was working at Volkswagen, building seats for the Atlas and the Passat. And I've been there for like a couple of years. I actually like doing that shit. It's pretty nice. But they're going to work you to death, like any other factory job. But he starts, and I guess he starts noticing me because I know everything. I knew everything in that whole warehouse. So I go from like one assembly line to another to another. And so I went to his to help out, and I guess I caught his eye. And we started talking and all that, and fast forward, now we're dating. And it's like I should have like caught the hint that the man was crazy. Because he would say like some crazy shit to me. Like, you know, I like video games. I love video games. And like he would just say some wild shit to me, call me a little boy, and only kids like video games. And then hold on, let's see. I'm going too far. But anyway, we was living together and all this shit. And he'll talk about me playing video games. But until one day he was in the bathroom. And I wonder what the hell is he taking so long in the bathroom for? Like, what's going on in there? And he finally come out, and I go in after him, and I see like a little white powder on the sink. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then he was like, well, you caught me. You caught me. And I'm thinking like, what you mean? What is this? He's like, yeah, I took powder. I was like, oh, that's what that is. I'm green. I don't know shit. I don't know shit about shit. I don't know drugs. My mom sheltered the fuck out of me. But when I got with that man, I learned a lot of shit about the streets. Real shit. So anyway, he too powder, and I confront him about it, and he tells me, look, you can either accept it or not. Dumb young me accepted it. Look, if you ever with somebody and they tooting powder, man or woman, leave their ass because they crazy. That cocaine shit changes your mind, your attitude, just everything. It's not safe for the person you with, and it's definitely not safe for you. But that's just like one little instance, and it's like it progressed and it got worse and worse. And then I found out he was like doing K2, and I didn't know in jail that's what they do. They do K2. It's like synthetic weed. That shit used to get him high as hell, and he'll smoke it, and I look at his eyes, and his eyes like that shit fucked him up too. But fast forward to the part where shit get physical. So one night we're at work and we're arguing. This is another reason why I never date somebody who I work with. So we at work and we arguing in front of everybody. And then I asked him, hey, let me get my keys so I can go home, because I'm embarrassed and I ain't trying to continue arguing with you. So we arguing and shit. I asked him, hey, get my keys and all this, and he refused. And it's my car and it's my keys, nigga. I mean, dude, it's my keys. So we arguing about the keys, and then finally he leave, and so we both leaving work, which is stupid. So we leaving work, driving home. The whole way home we arguing, and then we pull up to the house, and we arguing again. And like, I don't know, I guess it was me. You know, I was mad, but he opening the door. I didn't touch him. I'm just say that. He opening the door, and I'm talking big shit. I'm like, stupid motherfucker, fuck you motherfucker. I mean, I'm going in, but I ain't touching him. I'm not putting my hands on you. I'm not getting physical with you, but I'm talking big shit. And he turned around and just, whoo, hit me dead in the face. I'm like, that shit ain't funny, but I'm glad I can laugh about it now, because usually when I talk about it, I'll cry. But he hit me, and I was like shocked, because I've never been hit by a man before, and I'm like, men ain't supposed to hit women. And I didn't put my hands on you, even though I'm talking big shit. That's all I can say. I was talking a lot of shit. So he hit me, and I'm shocked, but I get up, and I hit back. Mind you, this man is like 6'2". I'm 5'4". So I'm punching in the air and shit. I'm trying to hit him. I hit him. I land like 2 punches, but the man just got out of prison doing 7 years, and he's 6'2". He beat my motherfucking ass. And at this point, when he's like, beat my ass, I'm like, okay, I gotta leave. It's time for me to leave. I gotta go away from this situation before shit get deadly. So I'm trying to leave, and he's like pulling my hair, dragging me back in. Then he throw me on the floor and start choking me. And at this point, I'm thinking that I'm about to die because he's choking me and choking me. And I get to a point where I can't breathe. And literally, I'm trying to swallow my spit, and my spit coming back up. And I've never been that close to death, but I think that's the closest to death I've ever been. And then finally, I don't know what happened. He let me go. And I took off running out the house. Mind you, his mom lived next door. So I run next door, to try to talk to his mom like, hey, stop your son. He's crazy. This man is crazy. Crazy. And so I run in the house. I run in his mama's house, and he running behind me. And his mama like, don't hit her in the face. It's going to leave bruises. What? What? And when I heard that, I automatically thought, hold on, we're going to pause it and do like another story time. So earlier when me and him were dating, he told me that his mom used to get beat on by his dad. Fast forward to this part now. I automatically thought, okay, she used to get beat on, so this is normal routine. You got beat on by your husband, and now your son beating a woman. It's normal to you. You normal to that. And I remember thinking, like, I looked at him and I looked at his mom. And I was like, y'all bitches crazy. I took off running through the house. Took off running out the house. Ran up the street, and he's blowing my phone up, just blowing my phone up. Mind you, it's nighttime. It's cold. It's like in the middle of winter here in Tennessee. Shit crazy. So I'm sitting outside in the cold. And this is why I miss my mom. Rest in peace to her. I miss her. I called her and she picked up quick. And she was like, Stinky, what's wrong? That's my nickname and shit. Man, I'm starting to get sad. Oh, I miss my mom. But she asked me like, Stinky, what's wrong? And I tell her like, this man crazy. He beating on me. So she hang up. She called my dad. My dad come quick. Mind you, my dad hasn't been in my life for real like that. We barely speak. We barely hang out. I don't even know him like that. But he came to my rescue. My dad came quick. My daddy came quick. Came pick me up. And he took me to his house. And my dad's remarried. So his wife was like helping me out. And like, I never liked her when I was little. But like that night, I was like, I love y'all. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Oh, shit, I said her name, but I was like, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate, like, my dad's wife and my dad for, like, helping me out that night, because I was probably finna die that night. I was probably finna die. That man was probably finna kill me. And then the next day, when I got my shit, and my dad got my cousin. I don't know this man. Got a cousin I don't even know. And he passed away. I only met him one time. But yeah, when I got my shit, and that was that. But you know what my dumb ass did? I went back to him 5 times. After that man beat my ass, called me all types of stupid hoes and bitches, and tell me that playing video games is for kids and little boys and shit like that. I went back. And it's like, when I was younger, before I even went through this type of situation, I thought, that shit ain't gonna never happen to me. If a man put his hands on me, I'm leaving. I'm done. That man gonna die. He gonna die. And I didn't leave, and I didn't want to hurt him. And it's like, in certain situations, you don't know what you're gonna do until you get into it. That shit rough. That abuse, mental abuse and physical abuse. Mental abuse is the worst. But, I guess the moral of the story is love yourself, Don't let nobody put their hands on you, man or woman. And I feel like if a woman put her hands on a man and you put yourself in a man's place, don't be crying when you get knocked the fuck out. Because most dudes don't even want to hit women. They don't. But yeah, love yourself and protect yourself. And never lower your standards for anybody. just because you love them or they look good or no. Never lower your standards. Always keep them high where they're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody is perfect. Everybody has their flaws and different things that might not be, I don't know. I'm not good at explaining things, but everybody has their flaws. Shit can get real in these streets. But I hope everybody cool and have a good ass day or a good ass night.